A final go for the 2023-24 Reading Royals, who conclude their season here on home ice in front of the best fans in hockey. It's Fan Appreciation Night and round two between the Royals and the Orlando Solar Bears. The Royals earning a franchise single-season high 12th post-regulation win, and they look to cap off their season on a high note. I spoke with Interim head coach Jason Binkley about the performances of Will Smolik and Matt Brown in their returns and more ahead of puck drop. Erik Jesberger standing alongside Interim head coach Jason Binkley. Coach, last night, Matt Brown and Will Smolik shining in their returns to the Royals. For Matt Brown, his team leading 13th multi-point game, and of course Will Smolik with the overtime game winner. What did you like most in their game last night?
It was just nice to have them back, honestly. Something we've been missing a little bit in our lineup the last month and a half with those guys called up. But like we talked about yesterday, was deserved for both of them for the opportunity they got up there. At this level, Brownie should do that and dominate games and put up points. And for Smolik, just his ability to defend and to play physical and to protect the net front are huge. And just adding those two guys into the lineup, you can just see the difference it makes. So happy for them that they got their opportunities, but also happy to have them back.
Coach, here for tonight's game, it's some line combinations that will be auditions for many of these players, whether it be potential returners for next year or auditions for other teams they may find themselves on. For those players looking to have them return to the Royals come next season, what will be your keen eye outside of just point production you like to see them show here tonight?
At this point, this game isn't an audition. When we go back, or if any team goes back and looks, they're not just looking at the last game of the year. I made some changes to the lineup today that I thought were warranted, and part of being a head coach is you have to make tough decisions, and people aren't going to be happy with it, and that's life. But I've always said from day one that I'm going to do what's best for this team and best for the players, and so we have some guys not playing tonight that I don't think maybe deserve to be in the lineup. As far as the guys that have struck in, in particular Kenny Johnson, he's kind of, played a big role for me in being that safety valve, that extra guy. He's definitely warranted the opportunity to get in the lineup here one more game this season. He's great in the locker room. The guys love him. So for him, he was a player in particular I wanted to make sure got one more game this season. But back to the original question, there really is no audition. When the summer comes around, decisions will be made by everybody across the board and all the teams of who they want and who they're looking for. So you have to look at a much bigger sample size than just the last game of the year.
For tonight's game, it's a night to celebrate the fans for fan appreciation. Some fans joining us here this week to write messages on the ice supporting the club. And a fan favorite of yours, your son Wyatt, with a message as well saying, "Go Dad." The support from the family as well as the fans, what has that meant to you and the players in the locker room this season?
Well, for everybody, it's nice to have support, because the reality of all of our situations is we're not from here. We're not locals to here. Yes, this team does have some local guys where family and friends are able to come out and watch, but for the majority of us, this isn't where we're from. This isn't technically our home. So when you can move to a different city or come to a different town and have support of the local people and the local fans and the local businesses, and they can come all out and support you and help you and guide you and be there for you, that's what's important. So for our fans, for our players, I've kind of said it this week, you're playing for more. The players are playing for more than just themselves, right? There's people in the front office whose jobs rely on our game. There's fans that come and support us every week and on the road. There's the bus drivers, the hotels, the food people. It's everybody. So we just need to make sure that we keep that in mind tonight and we play for them, because they're just as much invested in it as we are, and they deserve our very best here for one more game.
Coach, each and every game, appreciate the time in the mornings and the post-game interviews. Best of luck tonight. Thank you for your time.
Thanks.